Noel and Cory.
They're not role models, not even human. They're cartoons. Some of the things they do would cause a person to get hurt, expelled, arrested, possibly deported. To put it another way, don't try this at home.
It's Noel and Cory's Positively Awesome Pro Wrestling Show! On this episode, Noel goes for Olympic gold in the clean and jerk with special guest, local pro wrestler Torturous Tony Sly. Also, the third installment of what is becoming the most popular wrestling segment on the World Wide Web, Noel's Super Kick of the Week. And now, here's two guys that actually do not live in their mother's basements, Noel and Cory. Woo! Alright, we're here with episode 3, already filming for the day. Got our screen set up correctly, hopefully this time. I don't know what the problem is, besides lack of lighting, Noel.
And the fact that I can't figure out how to use Google Docs.
Yeah, that one hurts too.
Yeah.
It happens. But that's been our week, trying to figure out Google Docs, or Noel trying to figure out Google Docs, while me putting stuff on Google Docs that he can't see.
Plus, I've been sandblasting at work, so I've got sand in my hair, and sometimes it's in my ears, my eyes.
It's not the only thing Noel's been blasting.
You're funny.
Cha-ching! Woo! Man, Noel, what did you think of pro wrestling this week? What was your highlight of the week so far?
Well,
was it
stuff that didn't have to do with Raw or SmackDown.
Seeing that picture of James Storm ripped as hell?
Oh yeah, Jesus with abs.
Gosh.
Holy crap!
He never was that ripped in TNA the whole time he was there.
A ripped version of AJ Styles almost, with that long flowing Jesus.
Well, they did claim, someone said that his AJ Styles music was originally for James Storm. But no, the picture he sent out, and then supposedly from what I read, that someone at a local show talked to him and he said he was getting ready for a WWE run.
You think he'll go straight to NXT, or they'll let him go straight up to the main roster right away?
I don't know. He did go a couple, and it depends. It depends. If they decide to make him and Bobby a tag team again, then I could see him go into the main roster right away.
Bobby would have to stop the whole Glorious thing.
If not, well, no, they could keep doing, because they were two separate gimmicks, you know, the whole...
The Beer Money thing was great.
And they wouldn't have to necessarily call themselves Beer Money.
I know, but it was such a damn good name, and I think the people would get behind him with a name like that. People would really like Bobby Roode even more.
So if it's not him, I think, tag team, then I can't see him not going to NXT first. But you never know. I guess Mike Bennett didn't go to NXT.
Yeah. He'd be a guy I think you could see the U.S. title on, or in tag team action.
Yeah, they're just waiting for his wife to get back. You know, she had a kid, and now she just broke her wrist yesterday at the Performance Center.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Canales is.
Yeah, Maria.
Yeah, Maria.
She's been training.
Yeah, and now
she's like
not
four.
Mike Bennett, it's Mike Canales.
Yeah, because she's 4 months after having a kid. Yeah. So she's back in the ring.
Breaks the damn wrist.
And then broke her wrist, yeah.
Hey,
which is too bad, because their gimmick was going to be hilarious. I mean, it was funny. Everyone hated it, but that was the fun of it, is that it was so hated.
And eventually they'll get over.
Oh, they were over in TNA and everything when they were doing it there.
But they didn't do the Mr. Canales thing.
No, they kept it as Bennett, but... Yeah. And then they were over in New Japan, too.
Yeah.
And that's when Maria was wearing real short shorts, is in the New Japan stuff. Oh.
Yeah. Does he still have that hair bun, the man bun, top line on the back of his head there?
No, I think he cut his hair.
Oh, good. That was stupid.
You know that you can order a fake man bun now for your hair? So you could just have one if you need one.
Oh my God, why?
Why not? We're going to get them and try them out right on the show. Next couple weeks, Noel's going to have a man bun.
Shave my head first.
He's going to make the man bun cool. Just you wait.
It's never been cool.
No, you're going to make it cool, Noel. Yeah. I'm ordering one on the World Wide Web.
Yeah. Speaking of World Wide Web, besides seeing James Storm, I don't know what else. What else have you seen on the World Wide Web lately?
Oh, I only saw that one girl in the Mae Young Classic broke her leg. Yes, or they said Triple H hinted that she broke her leg. Nixon Newell, I knew her as that on the Indies. I forget what her name in NXT is now.
Don't forget Tama Tonga continuing to flame Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That's just.
He's just, yeah.
I like Tama Tonga.
It's good. I enjoy that.
Speaking of Roman Reigns getting into Raw, the match with him and Baron Corbin, what'd you think?
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it got him TV time. I mean, it's not like we can ever have an episode of Raw that doesn't have Roman Reigns doing something. And Corbin at least got to do some more mic work. He's not bad on the mic, so this gimmick.
He's definitely getting better.
Yeah, mid card, good place for him. But the one thing that really, I don't know about you, that you liked about the show besides, you know, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman. What'd you think?
Paul Heyman?
Yeah, the interview.
I mean, it was the typical Paul Heyman interview.
Did you see what? Did you see how he was? Man, that guy can act. Somebody give him an award.
Well, yeah, he was Paulie Dangerously back in WCW.
He was crying. He looked a little drunk.
Yeah,
he was crying.
He can act. He knows what he's doing.
This is his best work yet.
Not close to it.
I mean, it's a lot better. I mean, he did pretty good in the Rollerball movie, but, you know, this was much better. And speaking of better, let's see, what else have we been seeing? Oh, Bobby Roode got a win over Mojo, so he's...
Now, there's a shocker.
Yeah, so, yeah.
But I could see him starting to hype him up if James Storms is coming.
Well, give him a match with Mojo, maybe at the pay-per-view, something like that. Of course, you know, we've already
Probably
seen it.
pre-show.
Yeah, pre-show, I would imagine, fortunately. So, but what else was there? Oh, yeah, another thing we could talk about pre-show, Titus. Unfortunately, Titus is probably pre-show. I'm going to say...
Titus Worldwide!
Yeah,
it's too bad that they're not... I mean, they should definitely...
It's going to be pre-show, Titus and Apollo versus...
It should be Titus. It should have been centered around a heel manager of Dana Brooke as a statistician, and then her going around being like, you have to do this move then, the stats say, you know, or something.
That would be cool.
And that would be cool. Like the Titus world, because he's also wrestling.
But
And then
sometimes
they're
he's
like,
busy at the office, so
like-
he can't always be there. That would be sweet.
Like
So
it would
she
be
takes
funnier. I think it'd be cooler if they made her like a brainy female that was, you know, statistician of claiming that the stats say, you know, this, you know, like they do like
Alexandra Wynn.
Moneyball, they call it, you know, with what Oakland Athletics.
Damn right, my team right there.
Where, you know, it's all about stats and everything, and they'll
Yes.
get rid of people for young guys and all that. Because they're playing percentages and stuff like that. Well, she could be, that's what she should be doing. Instead of just coming out with a clipboard, she should be interviews and stuff. And
I think they should bring in Truth and Ty Dillinger. This would get him out there. Truth deserves more. Ty Dillinger.
I mean, that's
he's a
cool.
good- he's a good
Besides, I
time.
mean, I guess.
Make a real stable out of it, and then get Titus out of the ring, because he's kind of brutal in the ring. I'm just going to say. He's botchmania. I mean, he's a good guy, but, you know, Rick Mark. But he's there, so.
He's a good tag. He's the big force of a tag team. There's the other guy that takes all the moves or whatever, and then Titus comes in and clears the ring, you know.
Yeah, he's the
And it's a
power.
big guy.
Yeah,
But that's what they need to do.
I sure as hell wouldn't, you know, like, jump off something and expect him to catch me. That's one thing I would never expect.
Well, maybe not you, Noel, but, you know, some of the younger, smaller wrestlers.
Yeah. Speaking of...
I mean, McIntyre tried to do that on Monday. And who was it? Jumped, and Seth Rollins didn't catch. He caught him and then dropped him and then picked him back up. So, I mean, anyone can drop anyone, you know.
That's true. I just watched a video of the Giant carrying Macho Man back in the early NWO days, carrying him to the ring, but accidentally dropping him as he walked up the
That was
stairs.
when the Giant, when the Big Show was real green.
Yeah,
When
smacked
Hogan
his-
basically just found him. Who knew that he was a Wichita State player?
Mm.
Well, we only know that because they were, I think they just left the Missouri Valley. They were in the same conference as the school in our town, Northern University of Northern Iowa,
And his
which I go
mom's a
to.
cop, isn't she?
But the
She was.
cool thing about Wichita State is that they're the Shockers, Noel.
Really?
Yeah, in every TV taping, there's always someone in the crowd giving the Shocker symbol.
Yeah, low-hanging fruit
Shockers.
there.
So, and he was a center for like the Shockers for like 2 years. And then he was like bouncing or something, and Hogan saw him and basically was like,
Hey, no skill, let's
dollar
just,
signs just of being like so
Just like
huge.
Vince, you see a big guy, hey.
Oh, but they trained him. Look at what he ended up turning out to be. Now he's Now he's pretty awesome.
Got some
And he's
jacked
actually
with-
jacked because
Yeah.
supposedly they're talking again about maybe him and Shaq finally, like Shaq was being a dick last year about it. Didn't want to like practice or anything. Just wanted to show up and like do a shitty match.
takes the
And
bumps.
Big Show got like way in shape and everything,
He
but
did.
supposedly they're talking about it again.
Who cares about Shaq?
It'd
He's doing his movies.
It'd be interesting, him, just because it's two big guys, it'd be something to see.
Yeah.
I mean, look at when athletes like Lawrence Taylor did a wrestling, him
That was
versus
also
Bigelow.
brutal.
That was awesome though.
Hey, Kevin Green.
And then he caved it out and said
did
it was the
alright.
hardest thing he ever did.
Mongo was
Yeah?
alright too, yeah. But,
Well, yeah, Mongo was the Four Horsemen. Where is Mongo these days?
he's
is he even still
very
alive?
Fat. He's very fat. Very,
He just
very
doesn't even, does he
totally
show up at
understand.
conventions or anything?
Last big thing I knew about him was him doing the 7th inning stretch, taking out the ball game at a Cubs game, and then calling out an ump and getting ejected from the game.
Nice.
Yeah, good job, Mongo.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Speaking of also good jobs, Eli doing a good job there, putting up with Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah, I enjoy Eli.
I
it's
do
been a-
too,
it's
but
been
I
a
think
fun
Bobby
run.
Lashley, come on, you're there to enhance talent, dude. Put Eli over. Let the guy. He needs to be moved up sooner than later. He's got people on his side. Of course, it was probably too organic, so Vince is just nope. That's Vince, but definitely, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been enjoying his stuff. I mean, and then his record went really high on
And
iTunes.
they made a documentary.
Made a documentary. Yeah, they're pushing him. They're just pushing him slow, which is smart.
Yeah, but there's such a thing as too slow.
I don't think it's too slow.
Speaking of too slow, the whole thing with the tag team stuff, it just seems to be dragging out. You got what?
What? You got the B team as the champion,
Well, you got
Noel.
the B team, and the Revival's finally getting some screen time.
B team,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. Did
And-
you see their new? Isn't that all new theme music and stuff? Or
Really? I
did
did
it
not see
happen
that.
last year?
Ah,
Last week, I mean.
Last week.
Oh yeah, it was all like rah 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 and stuff.
I think
It was
it's
pretty
just
cool.
somebody do something there. It's just
They are
kinda
doing
bugging
stuff.
me.
The B team's dominating. Now the
Leaders of
revival's
World's
coming.
kinda-
Well,
yeah.
I think that's fall. I don't think that's coming back.
Yeah, well, the revival.
And
yeah,
the revival
finally.
is just coming off injury.
Yeah, but it's finally. Yeah, it's great to see him back.
And-
Well, one guy was injured.
Well, yeah. Well, one guy injured of a tag team kind of injures the tag team. I mean, they can kind of play, but I think it was a knee injury where he couldn't really even be out in
But you
the
can always push the other guy for a bit and do some singles action.
possibly,
Possibly.
maybe.
But yeah, the revival, great to see him there. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
BT.
all coming back around.
Really getting tired of the leaders though.
I don't. But I don't
Thought
even
it was
think
funny
they were
that they
on
showed
this
up
week,
all of a
were
sudden.
they?
Yeah, they were. All of a sudden, the lights go out and boom, across the ring, you got.
Oh yeah.
Their partners are taken out, so you got what? Bo reaching over to Matt Hardy, and then you got what's his name reaching over to Bray Wyatt, and they come in, and they just beat
You
the
mean
crap.
Curtis
out of him.
Axel?
Yeah, he was replaced.
What's his name? You mean Curtis Axel?
No,
No,
no.
come on.
I know Curtis got replaced by Matt Hardy. Then on the other side, it was Bray Wyatt sitting there and took out Dash,
Yeah, something else.
something like that. I can't remember who was in the ring there, but either way. So they show up and they kick the crap out of the Revival.
But this is we're probably getting to the end of the Deleters of World.
Good. It's lost its, and we know that Matt Hardy
It
is
didn't lose its.
Getting-
It never had it.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
true.
it was lame to begin with.
Yes, it was.
It really was. Like this whole thing, and now Hardy's just
Injured.
Well-
His spine and his hips are
Supposed
starting to
to
fuse.
fuse.
So he has so much, longer in it. I think maybe he and
But he could go backstage
Yeah.
possibly, and be
I think he
producer.
and Jeff. Yeah, I think he and Jeff though should consider about maybe getting a Legends contract or something, just popping up some
Well-
here and there. That'd be something for him to do. It'd still keep him in the money. They got plenty of it though, so it's not like it. Speaking of money, Kevin Owens.
Money, money.
Do-do-do-do.
Man, you mean we're gonna talk about Ted DiBiase?
No.
Aww. We're gonna talk about Kevin Owens
Yeah,
instead.
Kevin
Be the
Owens,
guest. It's
Braun.
not what I think of when you say speaking of money, but
I'm thinking
okay.
of Money in the Bank, dude.
Oh yeah.
Braun versus Kevin. It's gonna be Kevin. Kevin's got to get that Money in the Bank thing from him because there's no way nobody wants to see Braun with the belt this early and screw him anyway. I mean, he's all right, but I think they've ruined him. That's just me though. But yeah, he and Jinder had a a thing where Kevin did a show and they looked good together. They looked like they were buddies. I could see them doing more shows and being good buddies, and Jinder doing his meditation thingy.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool.
It was fun. At least they're, Jinder's a great heel.
Yeah, he is. He's good at it. And,
Of the 3 guys out of 3MB,
yeah,
who would have thought
yeah,
Heath Slater at the time would be the number 3 in that group now?
yeah.
Out of that group, I mean,
Yeah.
they're pumping McIntyre.
Yes, they
and
are.
They pumped Jinder.
Yes, and speaking of
They had
McIntyre,
I guess they gave Slater the tag team belts a
yeah,
while
him and
ago.
Rhino for a little bit,
Yeah.
But
Man, that's what they just need to do is bring back 3MB.
yeah,
Man, they're a 3-man band. That'd be so cool if
Only
they
when
would have
the-
won some championships and it actually would have been fun.
yeah. Only when Drew and Jinder are on the down, maybe then for a gag or something.
Yeah, they're pumping Drew to be a main event guy
Yeah.
to go against someone.
And speaking of Drew, he and Ziggler continue on the roll of being dastardly heels, going after Seth Rollins, and everybody was thinking, oh, Dean Ambrose is going to come back and blah, blah, blah. Haven't seen it yet. You think it's coming, though? I mean,
Everyone keeps saying it's before SummerSlam,
Yeah. You
but
think,
who knows? Maybe he'll show up at SummerSlam.
I think Ambrose will turn on Seth.
Maybe.
Well, I think that's... I mean, they wanted to turn him heel anyway next. I mean, there's no way they were going to do it to Roman, so it's like, we'll turn Ambrose. So when he gets back, it looks like,
Yeah, who knows what they're going to do with him. It would be cool if they turned him heel.
Yeah, it would, because he's a talker, and he's hilarious, and I love Dean Ambrose. Hilarious, he can talk, and he's just a wisecracking jackass.
And the whole crowd was chanting, "We want Ambrose."
Nice. And then as soon as he turns, they're going to be like,
Like when
we don't
last
want
week
him."
when they were, the whole crowd was chanting, "We want Ambrose."
They do.
So yeah, we do want
Yes.
Ambrose. Because it was mystery partner coming out with Rollins.
Didn't have one, did he?
No.
Because he didn't, what's his name, volunteer? Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, Tyler Breeze did. But
What
then
happened to Fandango?
Fandango's hurt.
Oh, crap.
But then Roman Reigns came and ruined it. Like, he
Yeah,
ruins
always
everything.
does. Yeah.
Ugh.
Sure.
And the last thing I remember from Raw was watching the hot Alicia Fox
Yeah.
go against Ronda. That
Yeah.
was a little disappointing for her. First they had her, she was in her hometown of Jacksonville, and they had her come out to Alexa Bliss's music, which was ridiculous. I mean, I understand, but I mean, come on.
Doing the job in your hometown.
Boy, doing the job that you don't even get your song played, you have to go
that's-
to Alexa Bliss's song?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You know,
It was an alright match. Alicia Fox actually is a pretty good wrestler. She's been around forever.
But when she was getting,
But you can tell, I think it was Ronda that seems to hold back. Like
And
she's
keeps,
scared. She's
you know,
gonna actually.
she could if she's not careful, and she needs to get new shorts because she's
Yeah.
continually pulling it out.
Noel just wanted a reason to touch his crotch.
Yeah, I do.
That's for you, ladies.
But the one thing I noticed that I didn't like was Alicia. It seems like she tapped too quick. I mean, I know that's, it seemed like before she even had it, she's already, like, sit there and take it for a bit. Don't tap out right away. Just, give it a few seconds. I know you're
She
playing
was
the coward.
probably told to make it look.
That was way too soon, though. That was like...
Well, it was weird. Ronda's always kind of like when she was hitting, weeks ago, hitting Angle with the briefcase, and it was like, ugh.
Maybe she's afraid she'll really break her.
I don't know if she's just afraid to actually, they hit each other with that stuff. They can take it.
Yeah. I think Alicia
They'll tell
was
you.
worried.
I don't think she was worried. I think the fact that
Scared.
I think it's Ronda's really green at this.
That's...
And that,
So, give her time, but she only has so much. Speaking of so much time, let's move on to another segment. Let's move on to SmackDown. How about
Whoa, SmackDown.
Yeah. Where should we start with that? Okay. Well, New Day versus The Bar.
I do like the bar. Ooh,
Yes,
the
I
bar.
Love The Bar, but they lost New Day, and New Day is
Oh,
on
yeah.
their way to the
They're
Bludgeon
always-
Brothers.
Pumping the New Day.
They had a funny segment backstage with AJ later, but the one thing I really noticed in that match was it seemed like Big E was getting a lot of time in the ring and really showing off. So I think he might be a guy they did singles push.
Well,
with.
they've talked about
Yeah.
wanting to turn him heel. The only problem they didn't do it a while ago is because they were in negotiations for a cereal that I don't know if it's still happening or not happening. And they said that if they did that, he would lose out on tons of royalties.
I think he could still be a face and get a singles push and still be associated with the New Day, but have his own come to the ring, his own music, etc., own wardrobe. I think it'd be cool.
Maybe, that doesn't, no. His own wardrobe and everything, too.
Yeah, his own singlet that doesn't have pancakes on it. The New Day, then. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, he'll still team with them. It's just, he'll go to matches on the ring by himself, too. So, But that's, But, yeah, he definitely, the backstage segment, he was hilarious, too, with the water bottles. And I think he was trying to do a wet t-shirt contest with what's her name. I think that's what it is.
He's a cool guy.
He is. He's funny.
He did go to the University of Iowa.
Yes, he did. Play football here. Good for him.
Well, I think he got injured a lot.
Yeah. Well, it's
But
football.
he did come. It is like one of the top party schools in the nation.
Yeah.
Right here.
But Arizona State, isn't that like the top party school?
No, Iowa beat him a few years.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
We drink a lot, Noel. And
Yeah.
everyone cruises around on mopeds in the city.
Bush Light, drinking a lot.
And Natty Light. Oh, get some Natty Light. Or if you're really feeling frisky, some High Life.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like living the High Life, Noel.
Yeah.
Man, speaking of the High Life, what about the Bludgeon Brothers?
Yeah.
Just bludgeoning people. I love it. I don't care. I don't care if it's jobbers and we know it's
3SK. Who are these guys?
I laughed myself silly watching those guys get destroyed.
The
I
jokes
like
that Cory Grave made.
Oh.
Junior Taz over here and starter set Roman Reigns.
Every once in a while I like watching some guys just destroy some little guy.
Only two guys were in the match, but they beat the crap out of all three of them.
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if it really wasn't wrestling. I laughed the whole time.
It's so funny. Yep.
It's okay here and there to do that.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it a lot.
They are big beefy guys. Yes, they are. Speaking of big beefy guys, Rusev and Almas. I think we're going to have that the pay-per-view because we've been seeing Lana and Zelina. Lana looked really good this week.
She's been training.
Yes.
Selena Vega's been wrestling forever. I mean, she was in TNA when she was like 18.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she's been around forever.
Mixed tag or just maybe
I'm assuming they're going to do a mixed tag.
That'd be interesting.
That makes, being that they keep the ladies, and
Yeah.
it seems like aren't they building up to a mixed tag that
And
somehow
since-
Aiden English will interrupt and
Yeah, I think
mess
Aiden's
up.
going to turn heel.
That's what's
I
happening.
apologize, but I think he's going to turn heel.
Aren't they already heel? What is Rusev considered?
Rusev is really...
Is he another one that is a heel, but
kind of a tweener?
But the fans like him too much now?
I think with him and Lana, I think people really like him. So putting him in the match with Almas, who is...
I mean, who doesn't like Lana, though?
Yeah. But Almas he's a full-on heel. So this means Rusev is the face in this one.
And I don't see Selena Vega playing a good girl role.
Yeah, so I think, this is almost like a full Rusev turn as a face. This is a good start. And then Aiden English becoming a full-on heel.
Nah, we won't see Aiden English very much longer.
Yeah, you think so?
Mm.
Contract expiring or just nothing for him?
Nothing for him, I'm going to assume.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens with it.
I mean, he doesn't even have his tag team partner anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the best next time we would see him after all this is in MLW with his tag team partner.
Well, get them back together, hey? There we go.
Maybe. You never know.
Maybe. Yeah, you never know. Speaking of never knowing.
That Charlotte's already back?
No, we know.
Doing moonsaults after popping some boobs? Doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Well, we never know how this is gonna turn out. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you think that
I think Carmella's going to walk away with the title.
You think Becky will turn heel and or it will just be ultra competitive and she'll still be a face, or kind of in the gray area? What do you think?
I don't know with her. That's a good one because she could stay, because they could easily keep her as the face and turn Charlotte heel.
Interesting.
And she's
been a heel before.
the nature girl.
Yeah.
So it would totally. I mean, I could almost see them doing that, but Becky doing something, and then somehow that's what I see is somehow Carmella walking away with the title, and then them fighting each other.
Yeah. And then Carmella, of course, she'll have to defend her tag title or her belt against R-Truth next.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome because that was the only way he'd get a shot against Shinsuke is he challenged Carmella.
No, it equals money. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
That was a great segment, though. With Truth is hilarious. Love the guy.
Yeah, now that he's back.
Yes. Glad he's back. Deserves better. Shouldn't just be a jobber / talent enhancement, whatever you want to call it. Great segment. Got a match with Shinsuke. Got a bunch of good stuff in to start. Was funny. Of course, he's always funny in the ring. But yeah, quick match. He deserves better. He's our Truth, damn it. Come on. He is awesome. Much better. And Ty Dillinger, come on, get him in there too. We just see him backstage. That's about it.
That's true. You don't see much of him.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Speaking of backstage, did we mention the backstage segment with AJ and the New Day? And
Yeah.
AJ comes in dancing.
Oh, you just mentioned Big E's singlets and stuff.
Yeah.
You were daydreaming about Big E.
Yeah. That was funny though, but going from funny to serious, he got a really good promo.
Oh yeah, he's AJ Styles.
Well, I
He's
mean,
phenomenal.
he was getting emotional talking about his kids.
Oh, supposedly.
That's-
It's called acting, Noel.
I don't think he can act.
He
I think
can
it was
act.
real emotion.
Jeff Jarrett taught him everything he knows.
What, how to get drunk and then sell gold on TV?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, we know what AJ's future is.
Yeah.
Poor man. Poor man. Speaking of poor man, poor Daniel Bryan.
Well, he attacked the Miz. It was awesome.
And he got his head whacked.
This is
for
gonna
his-
be a sweet match at.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's gonna be great when the Miz kicks his
SummerSlam.
ass.
No way.
Yeah. Hit him with another vase full of roses.
Maybe we'll end up with a draw and they'll keep it going.
Well, unless Bryan decides he wants to walk out after his contract ends, which is on
And I don't think it's
September
walking
1st.
out if your contract's over.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, if he leaves after, but
Possibly, you never know.
you never know. So.
And that was pretty much all of SmackDown, right, Noel?
Yeah, Randy Orton. Forgot
Oh,
about Randy.
yeah.
I'm glad he's back. I love his new thing about demanding respect. They could team him and Hideo Itami up because he wants respect also. Yes, he does. It was good. And speaking of Hideo Itami, over to 205 Live, we had Hideo Itami and Ali Mustafa. And
Ali couldn't even get up. He went to the hospital after
yeah,
that,
something
didn't he?
about, I think it was a gimmick. I think it was an angle or something.
I'm thinking so
He
too.
gets up on the post and he's kind of dizzy, and then he stands up at the end, falls over. Yeah, I wonder what they're doing with it. Or maybe they're just writing him off TV for a bit, so he can go home and see his family.
Or heel. Maybe he's got just a bunch of nagging injuries that they give him a couple weeks off and then everything's good.
They could do that. That'd be
It happens.
something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they all get a vacation at some point usually.
Yeah.
For
Oh, that's neat. And speaking of vacation, I could use one.
Oh, I thought we were gonna talk about the Lucha House Party.
Oh, we could talk about that too. We had Lindsay and Kalisto versus Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese.
Yeah.
Oh man, Lindsay was on fire. That dude was just jumping all over the place. He was like, holy crap, that was awesome. Lindsay, totally dude, loved it.
Did someone say super kick? Super kick party! He's Noel, the world's foremost expert on the super kick. Noel spends all his time reviewing super kicks from all over the world, and after some super math I don't understand, Noel finds what is widely considered the industry's best super kick of the week. And now presenting Noel's super kick of the week.
This week's Super Kick of the Week comes from 205 Live. Really awesome. Lindsay Dorado is on fire. So is the rest of Lucha House Party. But Lindsay, man, he's tearing it up. He gets a nice, sweet super kick right in the face of Tony Nese there. Just kind of out of nowhere. Well, I shouldn't say that. All I got to say is that, boom, hits him right in the jaw with it, then hits him with the Bronco Buster, rolls out. Lindsay is on fire. That guy's awesome. But anyway, nice super kick on his part. Definitely liking Lucha House Party, liking him a lot. Lindsay, wow, geez, he's awesome. So that's my super kick of the week. So yeah, Lindsay, thumbs up. All right, good job. Keep it up, buddy. Super kick! Niece and buddies looking good. I could see this. I think Lindsay could use a single.
That 205 Live's getting interesting.
Yes, it is.
I enjoy it.
We've got what was the other one? We've got Cedric Alexander, of course, coming up. It's going to probably be pre-show or early, but Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak. So either pre-show or very.
I hope it's not the pre-show.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if SummerSlam. Everyone starts watching at 4 anyway.
Yeah, it's
But-
going to be 7 hours. Whoopee.
It's cool. You know, you get some friends over, make some food.
Yeah.
You know, some
Guacamole.
taco bar.
Guacamole gotta have the block.
Yeah.
That's important. But besides them possibly being one of the first acts, I think pre-show they could stick in Leo Rush and Tozawa. Because Leo has been on...
I did read that they were going to announce 2 more matches for SummerSlam.
Oh, okay.
So-
Because Leo's been on this, I don't want to have, Tozawa again, I've already done. And Drake Maverick's like, you got no class, you're a jerk, you're going to have a match with Tozawa, like it or not. Tozawa, interesting guy. Leo, though, faster than hell. He'll be up there with him, it'll be him and Cedric before long. I'm just, the way it's going. Of course, what was the other thing we had? Oh, yeah, Noam Dar and Mulata. They had a match, too. I like that Mulata worked the knee and Dar sold it. That was nice. So.
Yeah, 205 Live's pretty highlight of the week.
Yes, it is. It's getting to be a good show. And I think anymore, maybe just 1 hour is all they need.
Well, 205 Live is only 1 hour.
I know. That's all. Because I talked about giving them a 2 hour.
No, they don't need 2 hours.
No, exactly. I'm thinking 1 hour is good. I'm thinking that's good. And speaking of 1 hour wrestling, we had Aleister Black. He was the man of the hour in that night, wasn't he?
Oh, that he laid out Johnny Gargano with his kick.
Yeah. What is it? Fade to Black.
Yeah, the
Black
fade to
Mass.
black. It did look good.
Yeah. He got him. Good kick. But laid out backstage, or actually outside, got laid out. Who did it? Wasn't me, wasn't you. Because none of us were at Full Sail. But there was a lot of people outside there. We saw...
Or it could have been someone that ran away.
That's...
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's see,
And
Gargano.
it's probably that new NWO. I've been hearing rumors of them coming.
Oh yeah, they just want to beat up. There was Gargano, I guess, was walking in the building as Regal was coming out. Let's see, Heavy Machinery. Had to get some pictures. I love that Otis was Allie. That's hilarious. Let's see, we saw Ciampa walk through carrying his belt. Shayna Baszler was there, putting on her glasses, looking pretty badass. And there was what's that Muppet? What's his name? He was on his phone talking, the fighter things, whatever. The finals.
Kono something?
Yeah, Kona.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yes, he
I don't
does.
even remember him.
I'm just gonna call
He's
him.
probably leaving soon, hopefully.
I'm just gonna call him Muppet from now on. But anyway, let's see. There was a lot of people out there.
Yeah. So who did it?
And who were these biker dudes that walked past? Could have been them. Even Cassius Ono looked a little suspicious. I thought he did at least. So.
He's been wanting more competition.
Yeah, could he have given him a good
Matches.
solid whack behind
So,
the head
We'll see.
with a lawn chair?
I don't know. Crazy,
no.
Noel, crazy.
Yes, it was. But besides that, we had a super awesome Keith Lee makes his debut. Oh man.
Yeah, Keith Lee.
Yes.
Keith Lee.
That guy is
Keith
awesome.
Lee. Yeah, he's been awesome for years, Noel.
Yeah.
I mean, he was PWG champion at one
And
point.
he did some good in
And
ROH.
Evolve champion, I believe,
Smart
too.
if they would have signed him, but nope.
They didn't do much in ROH. He was part of the Pretty Boy Killers.
Yeah.
That's when Shane Taylor was really huge. He's lost a lot of weight, but he's
Yeah.
still big.
He keeps it all on his ass and hips now. It's like holster hips. It's kind of scary.
But yeah, we all black masked in his glory. It's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think Ring of Honor dropped the ball on him. Oh well, too bad, so sad.
Oh, that's a possibility that he didn't want to stay with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's true. But, so he got some good money, and here he is in NXT. Man, for a big guy, he moves really awesome. Sweet drop kick. He's just flying around. Nice headbutt.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's Keith Lee, man. He's been doing it for years.
For a big guy, man.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Let's see, what else did we have besides the awesome Keith Lee? Oh, yeah, we had some Mae Young Classic stuff. We had Conchi versus
For the
Bourne.
last spot.
Yeah.
Vanessa
so it
Bourne
was-
versus that
Yeah.
Brazilian chick.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked they had the Brazilian girl go over. I
Yeah.
think it seems like they've been pushing Vanessa Bourne.
Mm.
Unless
She's-
they don't want to push her as a Mae Young class, there's always
I think they want to have exotic people there, and so they're like, Hanshi, hey, she has some judo background, so she
has a lot of judo
Yeah.
background. I think in Brazil she's like quite famous.
I wonder if she's took any lessons from the Gracie family. That'd be cool.
Probably not.
At least, trained by somebody who was trained by the Gracies.
All they do now is women's defense stuff with Eve Torres.
Ooh, interesting.
Like that King of the Hill episode where you just yell,
That's my
I don't
purse!
know you, that's my purse, and then kick them in the balls. That's
Yeah.
what she teaches now.
That was pretty sweet.
I don't know you, that's my purse.
Yep. Give me back my purse.
Yeah. But that was a pretty good match. I like that of Vanessa Born. That's a girl they found. I think
Tough.
she was a cheerleader.
She's tough. She's very physical in there.
But she was probably some athlete in college or something,
Her ring gear kind of looked like a dominatrix type
She's
stuff.
been rocking that for a
Pretty
week,
cool.
for like a year now, Noel.
It's kind of cool.
Ah.
Kind of scary, but she looks physical out there. Yeah, she could be a good heel. Good.
Oh, she's
solid
definitely
heel.
a good heel.
Definitely keep her around. Why not? Better than kicking the balls from Bobby Hill. Speaking of Bobby Hill, let's go on to Impact. I don't know why that.
Oh, Impact was awesome this week.
That was a
Noel.
really lame transition, but
It was
I'm
great.
gonna go with it. Impact.
We
yes.
saw Seidel versus Pentagon Jr.
Yeah.
I know my third eye is fully open.
Seidel is on his.
And Noel's third
quest.
eye is always open.
Oh yeah. One eye on the road.
Yeah,
Yep.
all times.
While I'm sleeping, the other two. But Seidel continues to be on his journey for enlightenment. He's not concerned about the material world. He doesn't care he lost the X Division belt. He's more focused on proving the X Division and carrying out his message, his spiritual.
It's awesome.
Whatever
It's
you
a
want
good
to call
character
it.
for it.
Yeah, he's definitely doing great. He kicked out of the Pentagon driver.
No,
Wow.
someone's got to.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's happened before. Sammy Callahan did, but wow, geez, they were saying it's such a devastating maneuver, and now
Unless
two
your
guys-
third eye is open.
Yeah, maybe his third eye is what helped him kick
It
out.
is what helps him.
Yes, helps him kick out.
And we saw the beginning match with the Desi Hit Squad.
Yeah, those
now
guys
I gotta
are
say, those
improving.
guys suck.
They're
No.
working on it.
No, they are.
They're still
you could-
super green.
Super green is an understatement.
But,
you could
yeah.
watch that whole match and you could see Petey and them just trying to tell these guys, like pushing those guys.
Yeah, they're
in their
gonna need
spots.
some, but they're
they need a lot more.
slowly improving.
Hopefully they just become a joke and that they think they're way cool and nothing happens with
Yeah,
them.
and Gamma Singh
Because
keeps
they were
slapping them around. That would be cool.
they
Like,
were
slap
not,
people.
unless they're playing that they're supposed to be that way, it did not look like a good match. And I mean, Petey knows what he's doing, and Ishimori is, a
Ishimori's-
bone soldier. That's how they announce him now.
Yes.
And he came out to him, and it didn't look like, I don't know. It just looked horrible.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, that's too bad for Petey and Ishimori that they
Yeah.
got stuck wrestling these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
The end, it was just kind of like, oh, it's over. And then they just kind of stood there like, oh.
Ishimori had a nice lung blower. Hit.
That's the one thing these guys could do is take a bump.
Yeah.
Basically, I think they were forced into it.
Well, they had to do something to fill some time, and Desi, they had been on kind of a roll, so just there goes that roll.
Good.
But
I'm gonna get rid of them. Ugh.
yeah, so the ending came. Petey, of course, hits the destroyer, and then Ishimori hit his modified DDT, and Ishimori, I'm just wondering when is he gonna go back? I mean, he's got he's gonna have to be in finish his stuff up with Impact, but got to get him back to New Japan. He's got to be in the Firehead squad because Tama brought him in. Dude's got to go
They
back.
probably will be. I
I
mean,
hope so.
Impact films so far in advance that
Yeah.
he only needs a week, like a weekend, like here and there to go film Impact.
Yeah, and but yeah, got to get him back over in Japan.
When we saw
Squad needs me.
Tessa destroy Alicia.
Yes.
Man, Alicia's I think gotten worse over the years. That
had
didn't look good.
A nice tornado DDT.
And that's about it. And then Tessa destroyed her, which was
Tessa
awesome.
used that kind of modified slingshot suplex that like her dad does.
She does some crazy
Kinda
stuff.
turn around.
She is a thick lady.
And then of course
She's scary.
she went for what did she do, the arm? Oh, the hammerlock DDT.
Mhm.
Yep, drilled it. She is looking impressive. She is the female Samoa Joe. She's killing it.
Yeah, they're building her up.
Yeah, and of course then she calls out Allie saying you're a fake because Allie wants to stop Sue Young. And
No, she claims that she's just using Allie's only out for herself.
yeah, that's
It's
exactly.
true.
I'm saying no, Allie.
Eventually, Allie's gonna turn. And where's Rosemary? Is she even
We
with
need
the
her
company
back.
anymore?
Yeah.
Probably not.
God,
I think they just replaced her with Sue Young.
But either way, I mean, definitely, yeah. She says, "Oh, you're just out for herself." But yeah, Allie continues, "Oh, I don't want anybody else to go in the casket." Yeah, well, she wants the belt too. Everybody wants the belt. Could you see a three-way match happening at some point with Tess, Allie, and Sue Young? Could be interesting.
Possibly.
I think it'd be an interesting match.
But it seems like they've been really, I don't know. It seems like they've been really pumping up Allie versus Tessa.
Allie and Tessa definitely. I don't think Sue Young is all that good, to be honest. I don't see a lot coming out of her in the ring.
She's awesome.
I don't
The
see-
indie stuff is cool.
I don't
Maybe
think she
she
does
just
a lot
hasn't-
in there.
Hasn't done enough. I mean, hasn't had enough matches yet.
I don't know. She just seems like nothing's really going on there.
And she's been having weird matches with like another girl and stuff like that.
But she hasn't been on I mean, it's like 2 weeks or so. She's on next week.
She was on last week.
She was?
Her and then in her undead
Oh,
bridesmaid.
Yeah, Undead Bride, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot. But it looks like, yeah, maybe Allie one-on-one with Sue, and of course Kiera Hogan will be there, you know. Kiera Hogan is also claiming that Ember Moon stole her gimmick. Did you see that?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
I don't know what the thing on that one. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. How about you?
I don't know because Ember Moon already her gimmick really didn't change much.
Yeah, I saw her in
Other than that they gave her like
the colored
contacts
hair and the
and
contacts and made her.
like not that much else changed about her.
And she used that what do they call it, the Eclipse or whatever. She used that on. I saw her work a Ring of Honor match.
Yeah,
and,
she did that in the
she was
Indies.
doing that then.
Yeah.
So, and then, but yeah, she didn't look all crazy with the hair and the.
Neither has Kiera Hogan.
Kiera Hogan, yeah.
She just has red.
Red hair. Oh, yeah. Yep. Red hair. And a
But speaking of red hair, Noel, what about Dave Chris losing his hair?
Yeah.
Sammy forced them to shave their head.
Yeah.
Because they love Ohio.
He made Jake shave
Man,
his
this
head.
is why you stay away from Ohio. Is people like
And
that.
Sammy Callahan
God,
especially.
people from Ohio suck. I'm
What's
putting
the
it
deal?
out there.
He made-
Man, fuck Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake shaves his brother's
Because
head.
the Chris brothers suck deep down, and
They love each other
they've
so
only
much.
been able to
that
get this far
it hurt
because they're
him.
going off of Sammy.
It
What
hurt
did they
him.
do when Sammy was in NXT? Absolutely nothing.
Actually, they were doing something
They were
where
like-
they were kind of this weird, wacky group of guys, and they had some matches
No,
with
Chris,
LAX.
I don't know what
And it worked
Dave
good.
did. Jake was going around as he was playing off like a Prince character almost, and like
Didn't you see those matches they were doing with? There was some, I guess, chemistry there with LAX. The two of them.
yeah, but
They
that's
were
about
both
that's the
kinda-
only thing they did, and then all of a sudden you start hearing about him again once Sammy's back.
Yeah, but they had something going for a little bit. Nothing major, but yeah, they did have a feud and they worked some matches, and
About Sammy,
there was
they're
some
nothing.
chemistry there. So
About Sammy, they're nothing.
yeah, right now I don't know. Yeah,
They've
without
never
him.
been anything without him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it was too
Yeah.
bad. And then we found out about the debut of the Smoke Show next week.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
gonna be so awesome.
Finally, can we see somebody wrestle this? chick?
Man, they're just stealing everyone's gimmick. I mean, stealing everyone's ideas in TNA. You know, the hands, like what you said, being a lead
Yeah.
does, or the Muppet. You know, and then man,
doing the.
but her
hands.
character, I'm enjoyed it. I mean,
She enjoyed
she's-
showing them boobies to
She's
the.
played it
to
well.
The booker slash
She's
manager.
played it perfect. As
Jumped up
I
and
mean,
down.
she should play it for
Yes.
that role.
Yeah, even got KM and Falabella kind of hot and bothered, you know. Bah, one of my favorites. Falabella.
Oh yeah, who doesn't like it? Yeah.
Falabella's awesome. But yeah, that's great for them. The backstage, those two are funnier. And I love the fact that KM understands what every bop means. That's pretty damn. It's like Han Solo and Chewbacca, and Chewbacca, of course, is.
Or how the Smurfs always knew what Smurf meant,
That's true.
depending on
Yeah.
no matter what the meaning
Totally
of Smurf
Smurfed
was.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
it's
had-
Smurferific.
Man, wish we had words like that.
Yeah.
Just mean whatever.
Let's just start saying Smurf
Yeah, maybe.
for Smurf things.
Oh man, and then Jimmy Jacobs came on and told us he's the monster.
He's the monster.
It's about
so
time.
We're gonna see the
Boy,
zombie princess.
this seems like a wasted angle that they waited, like they didn't hype up enough or something.
I wonder if Kong is injured or not with the company. So now we're gonna get Jimmy Jacobs in there in a match with Johnny Impact. The zombie princess is back. I wonder if we're gonna see some. What did he like to do? Did he use a railroad spike and like jab people in the head?
He liked to do lots of crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
he's a crazy
I
dude.
mean, wasn't he in a group with Tyler Black or Seth Rollins in ROH.
Was it the fall?
Mm-hmm.
Something like
Did
that.
they crucify someone?
Yeah.
They did, I think.
Yeah, they stole it from ECW.
And they might have crucified Raven even.
As
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, what did we get to? Oh, the final match there. Oh, wait, before that, of course, OVE, LAX, OGs in LAX, the big brawl in the backstage. That was impressive.
Sucked.
That was, I
Besides-
liked it.
I mean,
Border toss was cool.
the funny thing is they kept trying not to show the arena, and they like one time they threw it and a sheet opened and you could see there was no one in the arena at all.
I don't know if that was just another part of the arena or whatever, but it was
It
it was playing to Hernandez's strengths. He still sucks, but this is what he's good at, brawling.
Noel says he sucks, but then he loves it. So
Yeah.
what is he saying? He loves.
I love the backstage
OGs.
brawl, and
He's a big Hernandez fan. You know, Hernandez was trained by Shawn Michaels, the boy toy. Noel loves Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Austin Aries match.
Yeah,
It was
Austin.
cool up until the end, and then man, they're really pushing this stupid Killer Cross down our
Yeah.
throat.
Well, he's
Oh.
got weaknesses, so they figure if they team
Weaknesses,
up with
yeah.
Aries, then he'll hide those. So
His weaknesses are he can't wrestle, and he sucks on the mic.
he's just good at looking creepy, so he'll be the creepy looking bodyguard.
And I thought I heard something about him saying a few years ago that he would never wrestle in a North American territory again. So who knows? I've never even heard of the guy. I still don't really know
They've
who
been
he
shooting
is.
him in Canada, so he'll just stay in Canada.
I get. Well, I said North American, so Canada's North America. No.
Well, it's connected. But yeah, besides that, the only other stuff going on, New Japan, of course, the climax is coming to an end. Kenny's still looking good. Naito's still looking good. Jay White, your buddy, your hero,
Yeah, Jay White.
your god.
Well, yeah, they're pushing him because
Yeah.
he's gonna take over for when Kenny leaves.
Yeah, him and Okada, yeah, they have, that should be coming up, I bet you. that'll be
They're
the
having
last
him
on
do a
that
bunch of
block.
matches now, so then
Yep.
by the time he's up, Kenny leaves and Jay
Yeah.
White just steps in. Kind of like when Finn Balor left the Bullet Club and then AJ just
kinda
stepped in and it was like nothing
Yeah.
even happened. Boom, here we're seeing it happen again right in front of our eyes.
And Jay White hates Kenny Omega.
Well, yeah.
I like it. And then, of course, Tama Tonga, just crazy with insulting Roman Reigns and just tearing the piss out of him online and swearing like a motherfucker.
Aren't they all related though?
No, I think this one isn't. They're Tongan for sure. And he actually talked about that, the heritage of his family, how his dad, Tonga, has been, he was anointed King Haku by High Chief Peter Maivia. So he considers that a pretty big honor for everything that his dad has been honored and done with. So, yeah, and Tama, of course, Tama Tonga. He's very proud of his heritage and very proud to be named after his dad, who he considers to be the first Tama Tonga. So, but, yeah.
Now
that
he's
was-
having fun on the social media.
Yeah.
I was just building a
He
name
got in
for
trouble,
himself.
yeah.
Oh, he didn't get in trouble. He got talking to. They just said to relax.
Yeah,
How much
well,
trouble
trouble
that
is, yeah. But, the other thing is, they're trying to get more sponsors then, so they don't want to, do things that will go against the grain. No more swearing in the promos during the ring. Well, maybe light swearing. Damn, hell,
Yeah.
shit, bitch.
I mean, we all saw this on Metzler, right, Noel?
Yeah.
That's where I read it, word for word, pretty much.
Really? I've just been reading from various different places, but either way, I still love Tama Tonga and I love his shirt.
Yeah, I've been
No
enjoying
fucks
him.
given. But yeah.
There has to always be someone like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
There has
they
to
might
be
say
a
that
bad boy.
they have to just come out and say it, but they like the publicity that he's getting.
Yeah. He likes it at least.
Well,
Iron
yeah.
Squad does.
Oh, they like it.
All right. Well, finishing up, last thing I guess is going to be Ring of Honor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
didn't
going to
even see
England.
this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw that, and
Going
I
to
did see
England.
the other big thing was Jay
Jay Lethal
Jay
is going to
Lethal.
have a couple,
We were just talking about Jay White. I can't get him out of my head. No,
Yeah.
he's a switchblade.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay Lethal's gonna have a
Couple
championship
of-
match at All In.
And then, of course, he's also, before we get to that, yeah, he's got these matches in England. There's a tournament or something set up. But yep, then All In, did mention that, but that's still looking very good. The new one that was announced, Christopher Daniels versus Stephen Amell.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then also we get Scorpio Sky and
Steve
Kazarian
Amel's
versus
good friends with Cody.
the Briscoes.
Because Cody's on his show every
Yes.
once in a while.
He's a bad guy on the
Yeah.
show. So, yeah.
I did see that. That was interesting, but that's cool. I
He's the
can't
one
believe-
that, he's the one
Is
that
he
framed
still?
him
Is
for
that
Joyride's
is that
death.
show still on? I can't believe the show will let him do it.
Yeah.
Like insurance reasons, you know. What if he got injured, and they needed to start filming the show?
I think that's why they put him with Christopher Daniels, because he's a ring general and knows what he's doing. He's the guy I think you want to be in the ring with if you're gonna. He's probably been doing stuff too. I'm sure he's been getting somewhat trained to take bumps. Either that or out of nowhere he'll just bring out.
Well, he was on the E
Joey.
too, like as when they were doing that like special G, like, you know.
Him and Stardust.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
came out then
Yeah.
and was on Raw, so he's done a few things,
Didn't he get pie-faced by Stardust and then he jumped the rail and
something like that.
I don't say if I remember.
I mean, the only one you ever remember out of that time period is Bob Barker and Chris Jericho. Bob Barker was, and then Bob Barker told Chris Jericho to be quiet or he'd take him over his knee. You're like, yes!
I don't think I saw that, but it sounds
Oh,
awesome.
it was the best. Like
It
Chris
sounds
Jericho was
awesome.
just being Chris Jericho, and Bob Barker was like, "You better be quiet, or I'm gonna take you over my knee, young man."
I'm gonna have to find that on YouTube. Well, that's about all for this week. Of course, don't forget Super Kick of the Week. Got to get that in there. Got to plug it earlier, but we got that.
We already got that done, Noel. You're plugging next week's Super Kick already?
Yeah, we do
Whoa! We already did it. We don't do it at the end of the show, Noel.
Hmm.
Noel doesn't seem to watch the episodes because
Yeah.
he doesn't see where
We didn't plug it. It'll be in here somewhere.
we plug it at a certain time.
Yeah, we
'Cause
forgot to plug
somewhere in this episode you said Super Kick, and then it goes, did someone say Super
it.
Kick?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Noel.
I don't watch the
He
show.
doesn't watch the show.
Yeah.
Come on, Noel. At least you can look
Hey,
at
Brock
it. So we
Lesnar
get-
won't watch.
No wonder we have no
I'm not gonna
views.
watch this. I'm not gonna watch this.
And then Noel, we totally forgot Tony Sly this week
Oh,
again.
yeah,
He's been in
Tony.
the back
In
eating
the
all my
back.
raisins again.
Again.
Ah,
What
he
is it
ate
with
all
him
the
and
damn
raisins?
raisins, and he
Yeah.
doesn't just eat them all. He takes them with him.
Yeah.
So whatever he does, he takes with him. Then you just don't have any
He
raisins.
takes a handful and he puts them in his pocket.
He just takes the box with him.
No, he doesn't take the box. He
Right,
puts them.
no, he
yeah.
takes the box.
Oh,
I've never
I've
found the
seen
box.
it.
Oh, maybe you clean it up before I get to that.
Yeah, he throws it away.
'Cause I'm so
and then he puts
angry about the
raisins in his
raisins.
pocket. Yeah.
He probably has a Ziploc baggie in there, and that's,
Oh, he
you
just
know.
puts them right in his pocket full of lint and everything. He just stuffs it in his
Yeah,
pocket.
that's Tony Sly for you.
Yeah.
He likes raisins.
Yeah.
But man, we'll have him back next week, and we'll definitely get him on the show
Sorry, Tony.
next week. I really want to apologize to local pro wrestler Tony Sly. Oh, how do we always run out of time, Noel?
I don't know.
We need to get a clock or something,
Yeah.
or a.
We don't have
A
an
director.
expense.
We don't have anyone.
director.
Yeah.
It's a shoestring budget. And
Wow,
I
we
say-
can afford shoestrings.
Yeah, just barely. Just barely.
Wow, that's a new one. And we might be up to 10 subscribers by now, Noel, too.
Oh, wow,
We're getting
10?
up there. We had 80 views on our first one.
Hello,
None of those
you out
views
there
were
in
Noel.
Timberland.
All right, well, let's end this, Noel, before we run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
It was a pretty exciting week in wrestling. Check out our YouTube page, our Twitter. Our Twitter's at NoelandCory, or Facebook is at NoelandCory also. I think it's at NoelandCory, or you can look up NoelandCory Positively Awesome Pro Wrestling Show. You'll see our faces. That's us. Noel always is posting on the Facebook, though he doesn't post on the Twitter ever.
And I always
Everyone
forget the
keeps
damn-
going, and speaking of Twitter, we have to plug the guy that made our theme music. No one sent a DM to
Oh,
him.
yeah.
No one slid into his DMs yet.
Mhm.
He's just waiting to make theme music for everything.
Joe Reed.
I'm gonna have him here next week be making the theme music for Noel's Super Kick of the Week.
Yep.
It's gonna be like,
Yeah. What? He's gonna be here?
no, he's not gonna be here. He does this
Oh.
stuff. He's our West Coast affiliate.
Mm.
If there's West Coast pro wrestling happening, he's there,
Mm.
reporting on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that about does it for this show.
Yeah, I guess that's everything we have to talk about. I can't think of anything else that happened this week, Noel.
Mm.
Can you?
No. He's Cory.
And if nothing happened, then it didn't happen. Noel doesn't know about it. It didn't happen.
Yeah. So he's Cory.
Yeah, guys, take care. Spike your hair.
Play that funky music, white boy.
See you guys later.
Cory.